If you're thinking of living in Destin, but you want the right true beach lifestyle and at the value, today I'm showing you a Destin area homes here on Fort Walton Beach. This is actually what you would consider Fort Walton Beach or Okaloosa Island as we call it here locally. Both of the places I'm going to show you are going to have the beach right at the doorstep. So right across the way is the Gulf from where I'm standing now. This is the cool house I'm going to be checking out. And then, yeah, we're going to walk right over there to the Islander, and we are going to go check out the Islander and a awesome, awesome condo unit there. So if you're ready to move to paradise, hey, let's go. First of all, we are here down on Santa Rosa Beach Boulevard. This is the main house that we're going to be getting into right now. This one is a 3-bedroom and 3-bath actually, maybe 3.5 bath. We're going to go find out, but let's go ahead and take a look inside here. We're going to start at the first floor and go around. Let's take a peek. Okay, so immediately coming into this little oasis here, you can see that it has a deck that surrounds here, and it does have a first floor unit, which we're gonna go check out, and then we'll head upstairs. And then over here, you'll see that we have the pool and the pool area down here. Again, let's go check this out. So initially, there's a ton of space down here. They got these big fans within here. They set up a nice little bar area. This is one of the mobile ones that you can have here. And there's just tons of space. There's tons of space around here. And this view over here is actually pretty nice. You may not be able to see it from this camera, but right over there is the Gulf. All right, so let's move into the first section down on the first floor. So I think this is super cool in here, guys. We actually have a mother-in-law suite on the first floor, okay? How cool is this? So it's not very big, but if you want to separate and have a separate space for maybe you've got multi-generational in your home, or you just want a guest suite where people can hang out, this is it. This is it, guys. So let me show you around. First thing I notice is a big old walk-in closet, and I love this part here. This is a Renai, so that's instant hot water. That's right. This unit, this entire house has instant hot water, no hot water tank to worry about. I gotta love that. So moving back around in here, you can see we've got a single vanity, nice stand-up shower in here too. And of course our commode here in the corner. All right, and then moving into here, this is kind of interesting though. I always do love this in here, is we've got mirrors. We got the mirrors, right? So it looks like it just goes on forever. Ever seen that Spaceballs movie? If you haven't ever watched that, go watch it, it's hilarious. It seems like it goes on forever. But it definitely makes it look like this entire place is much more open. See, there's another good looking guy over here. So nice little place for the TV. There you have another AC unit down here. So it's separate controlled and tile throughout. Now, obviously this is a nice area here too. It's got its own kitchenette. So again, it truly is a mother-in-law suite, but the reason most people come down here is direct access to the pool. Kind of pool, isn't it? The puns. Okay, so I always love this too. Just it gives so many more options when you are moving in here, when you have guests, because if you're gonna live this close to the beach, you're gonna have guests. So let's go ahead and head back outside and check out the pool area. Alrighty. All right, so this is back here where we just came in from, stairs to upstairs. But let's check out the pool. Oh yeah. All right, so this has beautiful space out here. Now guys, if you are looking for something like this, and you need something down to the water that's not going to break the bank, I am going to tell you what this one is going to be priced at, and I think you're going to be surprised on how low it actually is being this close to the water. So make sure you stick around to the end. And if you are looking for something like this, give me a call, text, email, whatever you need to do, and we'll get you all sorted and find you your next little piece of paradise. So anyway, we're out here. This is a good night pool, right? So that's not, it does not have a liner. Really nice. It's got the look like stone pavers around here. It's really just concrete, but huge area to hang out here. Okay. Now it does see that this needs a little bit of a power wash. I know, I see that too. I don't think any camera is gonna be able to blend that out, even with today's AI. Well, maybe, but you can see that they still have some elevated part here. This type of wood or concrete or whatever that they use here, this is like that updated portion. It isn't actually, no, I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments what you think that is, if it's just regular wood or if it's that new upgraded part. But if it is, then this stuff here is really nice because it doesn't get super hot. This concrete I'm standing on, definitely really hot. But the rest of this you're not gonna have to worry about. So this is gonna go up to the wraparound porch, but we're gonna head upstairs so you guys can see the rest of it. Now, interesting part about Okaloosa Island here in Fort Walton Beach is if you're looking for something to rent out, your single family residences like we are seeing right here, you are not supposed to, according to the local governing HOA of the Okaloosa Island, to rent any single family homes out as short-term rentals. Can you do it for long-term rentals? Absolutely, which is typically 6 months or more. But for these, this is just going to be your second home or your primary. All right. One thing that you're going to love about this unit up here, or this area, is it's all decked out. Yeah, I said it. All right. So it is all, it's got a lot of deck space all throughout here. Great area down here to kind of see the pool. Love this aspect of it. And just extra elevated space. Well, let's go ahead and get inside. Okay, so here is where it's at. All right, this is the space that we want to be in. This is all where the open space is. Now, you'll notice here in the kitchen that we do have some big slabs of granite all throughout. Different colored granite throughout here too. I think it kind of gives its own little allure to that. But we'll go back and get more into the kitchen here in a moment. I really just want you to just soak this in for what it's worth. Like, that's just a big wraparound deck out there. We're gonna go out there too. You can see the water from here. This is a water view property and a short walk away. But let's first start over on this one side here. So here is where we have our first full bath. Well, I guess it's a second full bath. So there is 3 full baths. Okay, the commode, and then you have your standard tub shower combo. Now, I will tell you right now, and this is our laundry area, before I tell you that. Okay, I will tell you right now that this property, being this close to the ocean, being as big as it is, actually is under $1 million. And you see that it does need a little bit of TLC in here. Well, those are those things that, those little secrets that we have for you as agents, as local experts, to get that blank canvas for you to come out and really create this into something special. But again, we're gonna have that coming up here right towards the end of this video on exactly how much that is. So this is the first bedroom, decent sized closets, of course, connection to that deck out there, big windows. And this is luxury vinyl. Surprisingly, you know, it does look like it's tile or it could be floorboards, but this is actually luxury vinyl. All right. So we're going to continue through the home and go on to what we'll consider the master side. Why? Because it looks like a nice updated master bath, right? So let's go into here. Let me get the lights on actually. Nice custom cabinetry that you see. It does have the upgraded vanities in here. And look at this custom shower. My goodness, it's got its own beds, seats, bench seats. You have that nice big glass doors. You have 2 shower heads in there. The reflection's making that look weird. But definitely enough space for 2. And of course, behind this door, you wouldn't even have noticed, but there is a sink in here. So yes, it has 2 spaces, one for somebody to get ready and somebody to use the sink. So this is again, the standard closet. I think this is kind of funny. I always love this inside these units when we come in here, but this was the original carpet. Okay, so let's take a look at the color. This is probably the best one that we've had in here. Oh yeah, that's nice. I think that's emerald colored carpet. All right, so same type of flooring over here. Still have your ceiling fans, TV stand, everything else. The only difference here is that closet is in the hallway versus being in the bedroom like we saw in the last time. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the kitchen. So coming into the kitchen, obviously this is the part that kind of commands the entire area up here. It's going to be nice to be able to do dishes or entertain and of course be looking outside to this deck, right? So let's take a look a little bit deeper at this kitchen. So stainless steel appliances, they do have gas out here at the island as well, which means that everything is at least piped up to it. So we have a double oven and nice custom cabinetry as well. You have a bar sink and you have a regular dual sink in here as well, which is pretty cool. And these are some older style cabinetries. It's not the new soft close like you might be used to, but the good news is it still has the amenities such as a dishwasher because some of the older homes don't have it. You probably noticed too that there wasn't a microwave, but with this big of an island, you betcha it's right down here in the island. I don't know about you, I feel like bending over to put something into the microwave seems a little bit different for me. I don't know if I prefer it. If you guys like it, please leave it in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. But as much counter space as you want, we've got it. And the good news here is you also have some nice windows to look through if you're in the sink here. I get that nice all right. So let's go ahead and head outside after we look into this a little bit more. Gotta love the amount of space here. Now they didn't actually have a pantry, so they built one in here. And there seems to be plenty of big, like this is a lot of room in here. This is a huge pantry, but that's what can happen in there. And just so you guys know, this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, built in 1988, and it's 1,627 square feet. And again, I'm gonna get that price to you here at the end of this video. Again, guys, you have questions about these type of properties or this property in particular, give us a call or text, and we'll get it to you. All right, so here is the deck. As you can see right over here, hopefully the video will show it. You can see that is the Gulf over there. You can see tidbits through here. Now you'll see if you look straight this way, that is your main access to get out onto the beach. That's a public access, one of many, to be able to get out into the Gulf and get onto the beach. But more about the house. So this giant wraparound deck gives you access to everything you want to see around here. You're always going to have the sunlight coming in here. And that's one other thing that I didn't mention was that this property has solar on it in the Sunshine State. If you're going to have solar, this is going to be one of those places to have it. Now I will caution you guys, if you are looking to get solar on there, if the property comes with it, just make sure that it's paid off. And if you are looking to put it onto your property after the fact, please have a conversation with myself or my team or your trusted real estate agent. There are some things specifically here in Florida that you should be aware of before making that financial obligation. All right, so moving back out here, looking at the rest of this deck. And there's those stairs going back down there, but absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, so I'm gonna soak up the view a little bit more, and then we're gonna head over to the condo over there at the Islander. We're gonna check some of those out so you got to see what a single family looks like here and what a basically blank canvas for you to come in and really make this amazing and get it for a really affordable price, especially right now. If you are interested in something like that, again, give us a call or text. Happy to help you out. Have a one-on-one meeting with me or anybody here on the team, and we'll be able to get you to where you want to go. So once again, I just want to see that there are solar panels. There are some on the other side. Really nice, can be super affordable with the amount of sun that we get here. Additionally too, so we've seen this side, once again reiterating that this is a second family home, okay, or a second, basically just your home away from home, or this will be your primary home. Again, on Okaloosa Island, we're not able to rent these out at short-term rentals. If you do, I mean, that's up to you. But I will tell you, anything else that's an attached unit, these condos over here, you can do that. And we're gonna go check that out. We're gonna check out the beach. I'm excited. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, so we are here at Pelican Isle, another one of the condos here on the island. And I wanted to show you what it was going to be like in comparison to that single family living right here on the Gulf. Now, these aren't necessarily big units, but you can find some decent sized units in here. But what I'm looking at is more of an affordable price, of course, which I'll go over at the end of this video. But we're going to check out what it is like to get in one of these and to be beachfront. So come on, let's go check it out. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and check out one of these units who've been nice enough to let us in and check us out for today. Some of it's still a mess because it is a short-term rental, which is one of those advantages that you do have with these condo units, but let's take a look. All right, so this is still a 1-bedroom and 2-bath unit. And if you're wondering how they get away with it, it's because of these cool bunk beds, that's right. So you could still find a 1-bedroom that still sleeps 6, right? I just had a phone call with somebody the other day looking for this exact same thing, and luckily able to accommodate. As you can see, it's a bit of a messy bed. So it looks like somebody was in here. Not that I'm overly surprised, but see beyond the mess, and you can see that we've got a single vanity in here as well, and your tub shower combo. Now, this is the original one that we had back in 2002 when this building was built. And we also have decent sized closets. All right. So keep moving through here. We do see tile throughout. If you have seen any of my other videos, you'll notice that every time I talk about these, it's so important not to have carpet. The reason being is that beautiful white sand that we're gonna see here in a moment, it always gets in everything. I don't even live on the beach personally, and I have white sand throughout my house. So just for upkeep, it's a good thing that it's just there. All right, so we come into here, we have a bigger single vanity. That's a fancy word for a single sink. And really nice touches in here. Now, if you've never purchased a condo unit here in Florida, you'll notice that most of the items that are in the home actually convey with it. So all the furniture and a lot of the different decor will typically convey with these types of purchases. All right, so let's continue to move down here. Now, I will say too that there are some closets in here that may be blocked off. Now, this is a utility closet. But sometimes you'll see in here that there'll be a lock on this, and that lock actually would be your own little personal owner's closet. So when you come down here, you don't have to travel a big suitcase every single time. All right, so inside the unit, we're gonna check out the kitchen a little bit more, but that's the main part in here. And then of course, these are already divided into having a little dining area, and then the living room, and of course that view out there is what we're all concerned about, right? This is what makes that beach living worth the price of beach living. All right, we'll go out there in a sec, but let's go ahead and check out this kitchen. So again, this entire unit is 819 square feet. So not a lot of living space, but if you're gonna spend the most of the time on the beach, then you're good to go. All right. So this is a granite countertop. This is the same granite that we saw inside the bathrooms. We do have stainless steel kitchen appliances throughout here. This is actually a pretty big refrigerator too. Oh goodness. All right. We do have that for the range, the oven, dual sinks, and these look like those white upgraded. This has been what? Yep, sure is. Woo, we've got the soft close doors as well. And strangely enough, sometimes these doors are soft close as well. Let's find out. Oh, it is. Did you guys see that? Crazy. All right. But they do pretty good for the amount of space that you have in here with the kitchen. This was laid out really nicely. Now, one of the things that I do love, and if you haven't seen our other condo walkthrough videos, please check it out on our channel. We have tons of stuff about the different condos, different looks within there. We do those for all types of different properties in all the different areas. But the one thing I always talk about is I think about what it's like to visit here, with the things that, you know, if I was renting it out, what are the things that they're going to really be concerned about outside of proximity to the beach. It's that time spending in time with family and friends and things like that. So I can kind of see myself inside here entertaining, you know, maybe I got some pizza boxes because, you know, I was too lazy or had too much to drink on the beach or something, and kind of spread these things out by having a conversation and enjoying it. And being here in the kitchen and being part of the host and being able to interact with everybody in there and still have some space for everybody else to kind of taper off if they need to. Like, this is a big thing for me, and usually for a lot of people that like to go in here. So again, you can visualize yourself now inside this and enjoying that time. But the big thing that we're here for is gonna be the outside. It's that balcony. Now, this balcony isn't overly huge, but I don't think it really needs to be. You're one floor up, and that's just one floor enough to have this beautiful view. Now, there are other ones with higher floors, and sometimes you'll find that depending on how much higher up, it may be just a little bit more pricey, but for the most part, it's pretty consistent. But you can hear the ocean, you can feel the breeze. It is gorgeous. Now, this particular unit too, you'll see that we're right above the pool. Don't want to put too many people in this because I don't want people to be angry with me later. You see that we got the spa down there too. And then all the way to this other side here, you're also going to see some green areas, some picnic areas, and showers on your way in. Your seats there to the left and to the right here, a lot of these are public access points to be able to get out to the beach. And that's really great for us locals and easy access for you guys to get out there as well. Now you see these dunes out here too. You're not allowed to go onto these, and it's to preserve the dunes and the beach. But that beautiful white sand beaches with all those pop-ups, that's all you. And guys, I've worked with so many home buyers who want to move to the Destin area, and they're surprised when I show them some options that don't break the bank, which of course I'm going to be showing you those numbers just here in a minute. Now, as a local with knowledge of the area and experience working with people eager to move here, you'll be sure to have an easy, simple, and stress-free move here to the Destin area, specifically here on Fort Walton Beach or any of the surrounding areas. And we've helped dozens of buyers relocate to Fort Walton, Destin, all the areas around here on the Emerald Coast. And clients we work with are living in homes or condos just like this and waking up in places that they absolutely love. And their lifestyle, their long-term goals, they're on their way, all right? If you do move here without the understanding and the facts, without local insight, you may run into unexpected outcomes and feel frustrated to move or to invest here. So let's go ahead and make that move as simple and as stress-free as we possibly can. Like I've said throughout these videos, you can call, text, or email. Let's talk. You'll get to talk to me direct, and we'll give you some more local insights for different places to move and other things that you may not have thought about yet to help you get in there. So guys, if you want to see more homes, daily living like this, guys, we have a ton of different places. We have a full vlog tour of Fort Walton Beach. If you want to go check that out, it's here at this channel coming up. And as promised, we do have the prices. So this one right here, this unit that here in Pelican Isle that we're sitting in is listed currently at $500,000. That last single family, can you guess what that one was at? It was at $775. That's right, it was less than $1 million, and you have plenty of extra room to do the paint, to do the power wash, or whatever else you want to create that, and to be having a literally easy walk over here to get onto this beach anytime that you want. All right, so guys, I have more and more of these videos coming up. As I said, you can check them out here or wherever YouTube decides to pop them up for you, but check them out. There are tons of different videos out there that has all the details and all the video that you want to see to make sure if this place is going to be right for you. We'll see you in our next video. Again, check this one out or this one.